Speaking of off the court, the W allows you to build your brand as an entrepreneur, fashion icon, and more. As you advance your career in each job, you'll earn more and more rewards.
Did you say rewards, Chris? Because just like my career in the W, you can play online and earn rewards that are unique to each season. But instead of working from level 1 to 40, you'll be working from bronze to Hall of Fame. In your journey to the top, you'll earn clothes.
On the floor for the visiting Milwaukee Bucks. At center, Andrew Bogut. At forward, Ersan Ilyasova. At forward, Pat Connaughton. At guard, Grayson Allen. At guard, Malachi Flynn. The head coach of the visiting team is Mike Budenholzer. Guard number 33, Trey Jones. In the middle, number 45, Phil Jackson. At guard, number 24, Devin Vassell. At forward, number 7, Josh Richardson. 6'6", at forward, number 1, Zion Williamson. The head coach of your San Antonio Spurs, Greg Popovich. Let's hear it for your San Antonio Spurs.
Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA action, coming to you live on this Saturday night. And tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Milwaukee Bucks. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. D.A. will join us tonight on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Good evening, Kevin. Well, the Spurs are always competitive. So what kind of people fit their culture? Greg Popovich says we're looking for character, people that have gotten over themselves. A sense of humor is huge. You've got to be able to take a dig and feel comfortable that you don't have all the answers. Kevin, it all starts with Pop.
Yeah, it always has. You and I know that personally. Thank you very much. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Milwaukee. On Monday, they'll go up against the Pacers in Indiana. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. So with LeBron on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. Bogut out there with Ilyasova. Then there's Allen. And it's Connaughton in at the 3. And for San Antonio, Zion Williamson is out there with Josh Richardson. Then it's Jones. And there's Jackson. And it's Vassell in at the 2 guard. And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. Early on here, Greg, we already see some second-year players looking much improved over their rookie seasons.
Yeah, and if you put in the work, you're not guessing as much. You're comfortable now with the speed and physicality of the game. And I know I cut way back on my turnovers at the start of my second year.
Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs winning their last game against the Nuggets in Ball Arena.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Bucks?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too. Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And stolen by Ilyasova. Back to Flynn. The tray, and another three for Milwaukee.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
And that one's good, Williamson.
And when he gets the ball anywhere close to the hoop, bet on Zion converting, relentless down low.
Bucket is good.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And so it's San Antonio with it after the basket by Milwaukee. And stolen by Flynn. Up the floor, and Ilyasova throws it down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Milwaukee ball.
With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. The Bucks #1.
Yeah, #1 in the league in terms of points per game a season ago. They play as a team, just really unselfish in terms of their brand of basketball. And their offense already in a flow, some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And again, It's Milwaukee converting.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
And now the first timeout called here for the Spurs.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
And the Bucks with some changes. Giannis, he's checked in for Bogut. James comes in for Pat Connaughton. And Antetokounmpo subbed in for Flynn. Here's Richardson. He had 16 points in the win against Denver. With the drive, and stolen by Ilyasova. Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here. And the dunk by Giannis.
You know, Ilyasova is a sneaky, deceptive defender coming up with the steal there.
Spurs trail by 19. Jones, the pass to Williamson, to the inside, looking to end the run, and Jackson finishes inside.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that. You're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
All alone, and Ilyasova throws it down.
And it was ignited by the steal by LeBron. I mean, he's got his head up right away, and the ball is out of his hands quickly.
Here's San Antonio, and this is year one of LeBron's 2-year, $85 million extension. And, Greg, that will take him through age 38.
And that will amount to $435 million in career earnings, the most all-time. And it wouldn't surprise me if he's got a few more years left in the tank after that.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. To the paint. Ball's knocked loose. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. Pass to Williamson. Allen against Richardson. Shot clock at 5. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Allen for 3. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
San Antonio calls timeout, and this is the first season matchup for them against this Milwaukee team.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it'll be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a filling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
Look now at some stats for Zion Williamson. Coming off a terrific season, he put up about 27 points per game last season, 7 rebounds and 3 assists. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
Ilyasova, no one around him. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
4-3.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
Giannis with it, and it's Richardson picking him up. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. The Spurs have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Passes it to Williamson. Down low. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
That's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
The three from LeBron. It doesn't go for him. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Jumps up, and James throws it down.
Yeah, you know, LeBron plays a very mistake-free game, usually in the open court. And when he's out on the break, the points are almost a guarantee.
So it's the Spurs now. Knocks it loose. Jones looking for an opening, and stolen by LeBron. Pulls it up, and it falls over the rim and in. LeBron's got his second basket of the game.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Lets the three fly. Hands it from downtown. Here's Jones. No points in the game yet for him. Got a piece of it. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Poked away, and so it's Milwaukee with it. And the Bucks with possession here. And it's Allen slamming it down.
Ilyasova doing a nice job there finding his open teammate. Just a really good play that time.
Here's Vassell. Stops. Pops. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Williamson following the bucket by the Bucks, and they double up Jackson. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Jacks up a 3, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
San Antonio again turning it over, and the Spurs with some changes. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Jackson. Johnson comes in for Richardson, and Walker subbed in for Vassell. And Ilyasova kicks to James. Allen for 3, drills the three-pointer. 11 points in the game.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively, and he's been absolutely relentless.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo, and the jam by Antetokounmpo.
That is not possible. What we just is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
And Antetokounmpo scores it in.
Super quick in transition, the Greek freak jumping down the throat of the defense with that speed.
And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for San Antonio. Antetokounmpo dishes to Allen. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Allen's got 13.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Walker's shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Allen for three, and Jones pulls it down. The Spurs have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. It's Solomon Antetokounmpo
in the first. 2 minutes.
from downtown. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Yeah, just continued sloppiness with the basketball. They are shooting themselves in the foot.
It's hard enough to win in this league without careless mistakes. As a matter of fact, you can't win if you have too many careless mistakes.
Allen, that's good.
Boy, they are feasting right now off of all of these turnovers.
D to O. It's been a major catalyst for him. Defense to offense.
Now here's Jones. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Lets it go from deep. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
The pass to Hayes. They double him with Giannis. Poke loose and out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Some changes here for the Bucks. Portis comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Antetokounmpo. Here's Williamson. Jones, the pass to Williamson. Knocked away and stolen by DiVincenzo. The three ball. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And Ilyasova throws it down.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now here's Jones. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Williamson with it. He's picked up by LeBron. And here we go. The Bucks running again.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
And so it's Milwaukee with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a hard-charging, attacking style for Giannis. He knows he'll absorb some contact along the way.
There's going to be a lot of teams that's going to come out and try to be physical with me, try to hit me, knock down to the floor. But I just got to keep my composure. I think I have great teammates that always talk to me and tell me, stay focused, stay in the game. You know, I know that I'm going to get a lot of contact, and I'm just ready for it.
And such a fierce competitor, but Giannis knows he can't afford to get into altercations with opponents.
No, too important to his team. Sometimes toughness is about keeping your composure even after the tough hits.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Bucks to be in. What do you think, guys?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Spurs, you've got Keldon Johnson. Jackson Hayes is out there with Williamson. Then it's Jones. And it's Walker in at the 2. Here's Williamson. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And now LeBron pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. And Clark, you know, you were actually one of the original stretch bigs, so do you think your game would be more suited for today's NBA?
Kevin, stretch big may be stretching it a little bit in analyzing my game. I did have a decent shot, but my work was done with ball skills and scoring inside. I would have added the perimeter shot, so I think I would have been able to handle today's game effectively, being kind of a combo forward. Big enough to do work inside, but skilled enough to get outside, too.
Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Williamson. And then for Milwaukee, Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for LeBron. Watanabe's in for Dante DiVincenzo.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shot for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Trying to get something going. It's blocked.
Boy, the defensive chops of Ilyasova really coming into play here. I mean, quite surprising, actually impressive at how good he is at timing those shot blocks.
And guys, you'd have to say this run really triggered by their transition offense.
McDermott finds Jones. Tipped away. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball.
Boy, that was a nice leak out by Middleton. Took advantage of his quickness there.
The Spurs have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. The finish, the big dunk at the end of the break.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Pass to McDermott. Ilyasova with the ball. Now defended by McDermott. On the wing, Johnson. And here we go. The Bucks running again. And Ilyasova throws it down.
And Ilyasova has a lot of shine on his game as a scorer. I mean, you can't ever go wrong giving him touches.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Watanabe. Trying to get open is Lopez. That's good from Ilyasova on the assist by Allen.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the San Antonio Spurs. No points yet here in the second quarter for them.
Big Brook Lopez gobbling up space and getting the block on that.
San Antonio making a switch here. Vassell's checked in. McDermott with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And another turnover here by San Antonio.
Milwaukee ball.
Milwaukee in total control. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Shots good by Watanabe.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, with the addition of Jrue Holiday, this Bucks team has gotten even better. Giannis Antetokounmpo said, "We've got a lot of talent and great players, I really believe in this group. As long as we stay healthy, we'll find a way to compete every night and give ourselves a chance. Guys?
David, they're stacked, that's for sure. Thanks. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Walker.
And guys, it really looks like they've lost a step here in the second quarter. They have been really stagnant offensively.
And it's Allen slamming it down.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. On defense, Milwaukee. Lopez over to help. Lopez with the steal. Ball going up court. And Lopez throws it down.
Chalk that up. Lopez won't miss many of those.
Spurs have gone an abysmal 0 of 6 from the field since the second quarter began. And Brook Lopez, such a great complimentary player, Greg, fits right in with this team.
And he gives you good scoring with great efficiency, very low turnover numbers, everything you want from a role player. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Middleton inside the three-point line. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Middleton's jump shot so pure. I mean, he's a dynamic scorer who's outstanding shooting the basketball. Yeah!
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Passes it to Hayes. Here's Vassell. To the middle to end the run, and it's McDermott laying it in.
McDermott does a solid job scoring close to the basket at 6'8". His size allows him to capitalize from there.
They get it back. The pass to Watanabe. Fires the three. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Walker, bounce pass. And Hayes kicks to Walker. Pass to Vassell. 6 on the shot clock. Good D by Lopez. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Ilyasova hits the bucket.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. Jackson's checked in for San Antonio. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chris Middleton. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And where would these guys be without all the easy points off these turnovers?
Boy, it's made matters a lot easier for him offensively.
Johnson, the pass to McDermott. Lopez over to help. Johnson in the corner. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
The shot's good. Antetokounmpo's got 18 points.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
And here's Walker. He's still scoreless so far in this one. To the left side wing. Now Ilyasova. He's got 22. And it's Allen with the jam.
And now that's how you start a fast break and how you finish it.
Here's Walker. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
This is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for San Antonio. Knocked loose. Lopez with the steal. Here's Allen. And Allen with the slam.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And Milwaukee has possession. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. From deep three-point range, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
That is certainly a shot that Lopez has added to his arsenal. You've got to respect his ability to knock down threes.
McDermott dishes to Walker. Now here's McDermott. He's guarding closely. Lopez with the block. And here we go. The Bucks running again. And Ilyasova kicks to Allen. The 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Allen's got 13 points in just this quarter.
Yeah, again, just lackluster transition defense.
Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Allen. Shoots over Walker. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Allen's got 34.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Broke loose. Just 5 on the clock. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Zion Williamson's checked in for the Spurs. Josh Richardson comes in for Devin Vassell.
Richardson.
.102 left to play here in the half. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Williamson's gone just 1 of 5 from the field. Allen passes to Lopez. Ilyasova dishes to Lopez. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
44 seconds left in the first half. Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Jones checked in for Walker.
Now into the lineup for your Spurs, Trey Jones.
It's stolen by Allen. Fast break, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo running. And the dunk by Lopez.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
32 seconds left in the first half of the game. Lopez over to help. Knocks it loose all by himself. Goes up. And the dunk by Lopez.
Boy, you got to love how Lopez really puts himself in position to help his team wherever they need him. He works hard to contribute on every play.
Here's Williamson. Lopez with the block. Here's Ilyasova, and Ilyasova throws it down.
I like the fact he had his head up immediately looking to make the dish down the floor. Get rid of it quickly.
And another steal for him.
And he's just been able to anticipate their every move.
Yeah, you're right. An absolute pest on the defensive end. Timeout called, the Bucks.
Your Spurs squad. Into the Bucks, Andrew Bogut, Malachi Flynn.
The shot by Antetokounmpo, nobody around, and so it's the Milwaukee Bucks, able to put on a show for the ages. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Mike. Stout effort defensively in the first half. What did you do to limit them?
I just think our activity on the ball, we got to try and keep it in front of us. Our bigs did a good job, I think, being big in the paint, making things tough there. We got to finish it with the board.
Yep, rebounds and possessions, Coach. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Milwaukee came out looking very confident. A smoldering performance for them early as they shut down everything defensively and were clicking on offense, going 10-0 to start. They delivered a real beatdown in the first quarter, ending with a whopping lead. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. And Kenny, what did you think about what we saw from Milwaukee?
And the game plan they went with was very clear. It was centered around scoring inside. Pound that ball inside, pound it in the paint, try to get the high percentage shot. And because of this assertive attitude, they've got the edge where it counts on the scoreboard.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
Their effort on the board has been horrendous. That's a good way to get blown out. Only way they can turn this thing around is to start winning the rebounding battle, to win the battle of possession. Otherwise, they're my favorite, avocado toast.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. We've got Bogut, on to Tekuta out there with Ilyasova. Then there's Allen. And it's Flynn in at the point. And it's Jones with the ball for San Antonio. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Bogut against Jackson. Shoots the 3. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
And really sharp mechanics on the jumper there by Bogut. Can't exactly leave him alone from there.
And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
San Antonio.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
Milwaukee, timeout.
Start it.
What's a T-shirt?
Dan Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Lopez comes in for Flynn. Here's Richardson, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And here's Ilyasova outside. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Boy, Ilyasova has such confidence in his ability to knock down the long ball. Man, what a shooter.
That's tipped. Lopez with the ball. Jones covering. For the 3. And Lopez gets it to go. Lopez has got 12.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
And amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect from the field to start the half. And something that gets forgotten with Brook Lopez, he is still a strong rim protector.
I agree with you, Greg. Because he shoots the 3, And he's not a dominant post guy. It's easy to forget about his defense, but he's got excellent timing and good length and not afraid to mix it up either.
Vassell, the pass to Jackson. There's the dish to Williamson. Over Allen, and it's sent back by Bogut.
And with that condor-like wingspan, Bogut says,
And another three for Milwaukee.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Nabbing another steal.
And you got to be careful around him.
You know, Greg, he's been coming up with some incredible steals so far.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Back to Jones. Lopez with the ball. Jones covering. Here's Ilyasova, and Ilyasova throws it down.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Now here's Richardson. Williamson outside. Back to Richardson. Pass to Vassell. Can they get it? And the shot is long.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Jones, the pass to Jackson. Passes to Richardson. 6 to shoot. Here's Vassell, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ilyasova.
Spurs ball.
San Antonio making a switch here.
Jackson Hayes. Keita Bates-Diop.
Here's Williamson. Again, the miss by the Spurs. From deep, and another three for Milwaukee.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Fast break, Milwaukee. Allen inside the three-point line. And there are the Bucks with another bucket. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
For San Antonio, they've gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Lopez with the ball. Jones covering. Allen outside. Bogut trying to get open. And another three for Milwaukee.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
The steal. And here we go. The Bucks running again. Here's Connaughton. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And you can see now they're starting to push the tempo to good effect.
Fast break points, the edge goes to them, and those quick buckets are easy money. I love to see that.
That's tipped.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring, but let's see if he can eventually get back on track. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Got a piece of it. He swipes the ball away again.
Steal after steal. He's been everywhere.
Oh, he's on a historic pace. Greg, he's approaching third most steals for a game. Here's Jones. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Kicks it to Hayes. Back to Jones. Will it go? And it's sent back by Allen. Fast break, Milwaukee. Bogut with the ball. And another three for Milwaukee.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And another three for Milwaukee.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Here's Jones. He kicks it to Williamson. The pass to Hayes. And now Bogut running the floor all by himself. Ilyasova hits the bucket.
And there it is again. They get careless with the basketball, and immediately it costs them.
Yeah, that's been the pattern, guys. I mean, their turnover is not only killing their offensive flow, but fueling the fire at the other end. It's a losing combo.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jrue Holiday has been a welcome addition to this Bucks team. Chris Middleton said he just knows how to play the game on and off the ball, how to move without it, how to set guys up. He makes the game easier for everybody. And he's made them a lot better. Guys?
That's how you make us, David. Thank you with stories like that. That kid, that Jrue Holiday, he is a quality kid. Wonderful character, terrific player. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. San Antonio making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
Out of bounds. Remains San Antonio ball.
Jones against Lopez. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Bogut. Lopez outside. And he drives in. And Lopez throws it down.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Here's Williamson. And it's sent back by Bogut. And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last.
Spurs ball.
another steal. And pushing it up, Milwaukee. The Bucks again in transition. Lopez kicks to Bogut. Pass to Connaughton. Beyond the arc. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Just stellar court vision by Bogut. Sees the defense is unbalanced and then finds the open man.
Nabbing another steal.
He's making history, tied for third most steals in a single game.
Incredible tenacity. He continues to hound the ball.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
1:51 left in the third. Williamson up top. It's stolen by Bogut. And now Bogut running the floor all by himself. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And really nimble down the floor there. Bogut loses his man.
Tipped away. Williamson double team. Inside. Trying to end the drought. And it's good on the layup.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Allen for the three. And another three from Milwaukee.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Here's Jones. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
He rifled that one in from distance.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this play.
And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. Some changes here for the Spurs. Doug McDermott comes in for Jackson Hayes. And Walker subbed in for Jones. .50 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Poked away, and another turnover here by San Antonio.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Allen for three. They get the look at that.
Oh, my goodness. Watch out. Boy, I like the heart that Ilyasova displays when he's playing. Just terrific. Love watching him mix it up on the glass with those long arms of his.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense.
Nabbing another steal.
Just a suffocating defensive performance.
And he's made history, GA. A new third-place mark for most steals in a game.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Allen. And Allen with the slam.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rapper.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
And so it's Milwaukee holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll return shortly. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Out of bounds. Milwaukee ball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got McDermott. He's out there with Zion Williamson. Keldon Johnson is out there with Langford. And it's Walker in at the 1. That's the San Antonio 5.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let-up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Just giving up way too many transition opportunities.
You know, it's okay to give up a few if you're getting them back on the other end, but that hasn't been the case here.
Here's Walker. Tipped away. And in this era of player empowerment, Clark, you think star players have ever had more leverage than they do today?
No question they have not. With social media, the platforms players have been able to build, the following the NBA has, not just domestically, but globally, all of that has converged to give players a significant amount of power. And not to discount the fact that players are more aware and educated in so many of the business aspects of the game than I've ever seen them, and that's an encouraging sign from my perspective.
It's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for San Antonio. They double-team Walker, and stolen by Ilyasova. Walker with it. He's picked up by Lopez. And again, San Antonio turns it over.
Bucks ball. Substitution for your Spurs.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here's Lopez, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Lopez has got 16 here in the second half.
Well, it's not often that you see a 7-footer like Lopez knock down the pull-up, but Brook is a very skilled offensive player.
And providing the score, boy, they need it. That stops a 12-0 run by the Bucks.
That'll be a 5-second call.
The second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
Clark, you know, road teams accustomed to hostile crowds, but it can go too far. Players have been very vocal, saying, respect the game, and then respect us as human beings as well.
And, Kevin, I couldn't say it any better. It's that simple. It's not complicated. The right to say anything you want doesn't come with...
And the out-of-bounds violation is going to be reviewed. Coach has issued the coach's challenge to get it analyzed further.
And you know, these types of plays, especially when you're talking about action around the sideline, this is something you can get a much better perspective of on replay than real game speed.
We've got the benefit of new camera angles, Greg. Much easier to see exactly what's going on, especially with the fidelity and angles that we've got access to now. So we just got word from the NBA Replay Center via the official courtside administrator. And the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
And, you know, and some people might argue, hey, we're stopping the game, but this uses up a timeout, so that's technically already a break that could happen regardless of the call staying the same.
Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. He swipes the ball away again.
And he has been an absolute feast on the floor. Another steal.
Craig, that swipe puts him tied for second all-time for most steals in a game. What a defensive effort from him. Spurs shooting only 21% from the field so far. Walker dishes to Langford. Back to Walker. Got a hand on it.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Not nabbing another steal.
Fantastic swipe, and he now stands by himself for second most steals in a game.
Oh, he is so fast. Gets his hands on the ball in the blink of an eye. And, Greg, the steal numbers are unreal. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And this August, the Summer League was back in Las Vegas, Greg, and that's where you're from, that's where you played. How pleased are you to see your hometown become a mecca for the game in the offseason?
Oh, it is such a proud moment for me, born and raised here, growing up here. And quite honestly, I'm just thrilled that we have Summer League again. After what we've gone through, partner, it is just a breath of fresh air to get back to focusing on the little things.
Milwaukee ball.
The Bucks have gone on a tear here in the fourth. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. Allen inside the three-point line, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them, and as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
They get a hand on it. Dishes it to Jackson. And now it's Allen running. He can go all the way from the arc. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
And another steal for him. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Swiping the ball away with
good. Another from three.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is right out from beyond the arc.
Now into the lineup for your Spurs, Josh Primo.
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Spurs. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
Spurs ball.
So it's San Antonio now. To the middle. Here's Jackson. Lopez with the block. And pushing it up, Milwaukee. The Bucks again in transition. And it's Allen with the jam.
His assist had tailed off in years past, but Lopez Trying to be a little more of a facilitator.
That's tipped. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. And so it's San Antonio with it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen.
San Antonio ball.
Knocked loose. Timeout called. The Bucks.
Milwaukee timeout.
Substitution here for Milwaukee. Giannis, he's checked in for Bogut. James comes in for Pat Connaughton. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Allen. And Flynn subbed in for Lopez. A nice shot by Flynn.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And the rejection by James. And here's Giannis from outside. And another three for Milwaukee.
And Antetokounmpo showing his versatility yet again. His dribble moves are virtually unguardable.
Here we go, all alone. And Ilyasova throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Pull up Jay, and another basket for Milwaukee.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And the shot goes down. Flynn's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Keep on running. If it's working, they haven't been slowed up at all here on their fast breaks.
It's been several possessions since they've converted it.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
Walker. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Langford's checked in for San Antonio.
Romeo Langford.
Great playing most of your career in the 90s. The game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled, but what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. And I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow it. And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
You know, once LeBron gets into rhythm, I mean, this shot is butter on a lobster tail, boy. I mean, you see how confident he looks taking it? Count it.
And pushing it up, Milwaukee. The Bucks again in transition. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
And stolen by Flynn. There's the three. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
Antetokounmpo's gone an incredible 5 of 5 shooting from the arc. 15 points coming on that three ball. Pulls up for three. Connects from three-point range. Antetokounmpo's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Here's Primo. Greg, player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
Well, that's one man never afraid to punch it. Give LeBron a path to the bucket, and the finish is going to be something in a poster.
And stolen by LeBron. Down low, and the dunk by James.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline. And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them, though.
And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Giannis has got 7 points here in this quarter.
That pull-up shot is unguardable. Can't lay off Giannis for even a second.
Here's Primo, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by James.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bucks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was
for Allen.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And the Spurs with possession here. Here's Primo. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Flynn. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You'd never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Giannis, when your group is sharing the ball like this, how dangerous is this team?
We can be really dangerous. You know, everybody can make shots. Everybody on the floor, the basketball players. And the most important, we're having fun.
Always more fun when you win, man. Congrats. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.